Okay, what I'd like to do today is to open up some kind of like discussion and dialogue between myself and yourself about what it actually means to have spiritual experience. Now, I want to understand from you people all the various different layers of experience that you've had, whether they came through dreams, whether they came through vision, whether they came through journeying. I'm curious as to what your apparent method for initiating the one particular state of mind is concerned, and what your practices were to try and generate it. And I'd like you to let me know in the comment section, because I'd like to do a series of videos discussing what you said. Now, I'm not going to poo-poo you and say that, you know, you're being stupid or whatever. I'm just not going to do that, because I trust those who are subscribed to my channel, because you guys are like honest, clear and true people. That's why you're still hanging around after all this time, because essentially all the other flakes and trolls have gone by now, and now we're just in a position of you know, having like a hardcore of people who have the right kind of ideas when it comes to such a convoluted subject, which has been twisted and bastardized even by the same industry that I'm involved in, to the point whereby truth is kind of like more and more occluded. I mean, from my point of view, the types of ways in which I've done it have been through doing meditation and doing mantras about opening up or ascending. I have done ritual magic, I have done the opening of the chakras, I have done visualized journeys, I've done scrying using Black Mirror, I have done astral projection through following the instructions in Sylvan Muldoon and Hereward Carrington's book, The Projection of the Astral Body. If you haven't yet got that book as of yet, then what the fuck are you doing? You know, I mean, Jesus Christ, sort yourself out. Get that book, live by it. If you've never experienced astral projection, you must get it. Right, what else have I done? Using astral projection and remote viewing type techniques, I have had experiences of shared dreams with people. I even controlled one person's dream when I was quite young at the time. But again, these things require a certain level of training, of perspective, and also sometimes for me, you know, going back to the basics and using strobe light mind machines for the purpose of initiating the meditation, so I could then do something. But the problem and the challenge is that things don't always go according to plan with every type of action that you do, and you don't always get results. Sometimes you just waste your time. Sometimes it's a question of, oh, I was really hoping to get something happening there, but nothing happened. Oh dear, well, aren't I a bit silly? But other times, like you do a spiritual healing on someone and they can feel what they call lightning and fire coming out of your hands. I mean, that was a new one on me, because I didn't feel nothing apart from a bit of tingly warmth, you know, but nothing special. Oh, you got fire and lightning coming out of your hands. I mean, crikey, how did that happen? You know, there's lots of ways in which these weird things do seem to happen, and lots of ways in which these things do seem to happen. And I'd like you to tell me yours. I want to understand your methods of induction. You know, is it like mantra meditation? Is it prayer? Is it ritual? How do you get into the right state of mind? What is the feeling of that state of mind? How do you go through the process of ascertaining that you're there or you're not? What ways does your experiences teach you about yourself as well, in terms of your own like well-being of body and mind? I mean, I had an experience one time when I was 18 to 30 club, and I was drunk out of my head, and I was packing up the car for the next day. I wasn't driving, okay. I packed it and I opened up the boots, and I put on, but the moment I opened it up, it's like I saw something in there which essentially told me something about my digestive health, because the shape of the cavern of the boots of the car some had some kind of resonance with the cavern inside me, my stomach. And it showed me, oh, there's something there which shouldn't be there, and that taught me a bit about my health later in life when I reflected back upon it after various experiences. You know, these experiences of a wide variety of different nature just seems to happen, okay? Sometimes you seem to make them happen, and sometimes they seem to happen spontaneously, because your body and your mind appears to be, by chance, in the right state of being for it to happen. And it's difficult to try and break these things down into clarity. to the most part, the most basic means of initiating the state of mind is some form of prayerful activity. Not when you're observing yourself and observing whether you're getting into that state of mind or not, but when you're losing yourself in it. And that seems to be part of it. I mean, it's again very difficult to put into words. So I've been trying to put this into words throughout the whole 16, 17 years history of this channel. And probably doing so in a half-assed kind of a way, I guess. I don't know if I've done it well or if I've done it badly. But I also want to see how you use your words too, and that's why the comment section is there, and I need you to fill it up with your points of view. Take it seriously, okay? Because I think, you know, I would like to do a series of videos about other people's experiences, correlating them with my own, and seeing whether we can try and build up here on YouTube some kind of cohesive understanding of what it is we're talking about, whether it's from the remote viewing point of view, whether it's from the astral projection point of view, whether it's from the ritual magic, spiritual healing points of view, whether it's from the divination points of view, whether it's from like energy sensitivity points of view. Because I guess my hopes is still that one day, you know, all this stuff which is obviously plain and real will actually be understood and understood properly and could be used properly, therapeutically, or for human understanding, or for human well-being, or human communication, and so on and so forth. I mean, I actually want that to happen, you know, as a very real thing. And I doubt whether I could be the one to make it happen, but at least we can start the dialogue and the conversation so as to create real, genuine, clear wisdom. I mean, don't think I'm being like even remotely sectarian when I'm saying this, but I do struggle with the title of witch, okay? Because it's supposed to mean wisdom, but then there's no specifics for what that wisdom is, if you know what I mean. There's no specifics there. So it's just, hey man, I'm wise. In what way? You know what I mean? I mean, I think we need to have some kind of like clarity of thought and understanding as to what the real truth is. And I want to try and at least be an agent of trying to think things through, so it can be out there for all time on YouTube for people to, you know, in like 1,000 years' time, someone will do some archaeology deep into the like brain of YouTube, and oh, there's a video by Nick, and it's saying this, and maybe that could be useful. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen in the future. Well, none of us are 100% sure as to how these things are going to emerge. So, comment section down below, fill it up. Let me know your stories. Thank you.